Paul Pierce is going absolutely berserk on the internet. Like, whoever decided to give this man an Instagram and an iPhone deserves a Nobel Prize, because this past Saturday, Paul Pierce posted probably one of the most interesting Instagram lives that a man in his position would ever post. Bear in mind that this is a retired NBA legend that was pretty much in the NBA way before the prime of social media. Of course, and in the latter part of his career when he was with the Clippers and Wizards and whatnot, social media was starting to come up, but in Paul Pierce's prime, right when he was at the peak of his NBA popularity and the peak of his celebrity, he never really had to engage with social media platforms. So this past weekend, when he decided to pretty much get lit on an Instagram live and post it for all the world to see, but unfortunately only 360 something people showed up for the Instagram live, it just seemed a little bit weird. It's not something you see professionals doing, especially if they're working for a company that is under ESPN's umbrella. So what's going on, guys? Your boy Mike here, and I have yet another hilarious video on Paul Pierce and a huge update on him. In addition to that, I do have a little bit of an inside scoop because I actually had a source there that reached out to me via my Instagram DMs. Speaking of Instagram, if you happen to miss the entire video of what went down with Paul Pierce this past weekend that resulted in him getting fired, don't trip, I got you. Just go to my Instagram, it's going to be in my story. And if you want to be caught up to speed, there's a video at the end screen taking you to part 1 so you guys could catch up. Now that we got all that out of the way, cue the intro. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? So Paul Pierce this past Saturday decided to have a little party, which by all means, it's within your rights to have a party. But what wasn't a good look is he decided to post it onto Instagram and had a live stream of it where people happened to record Paul Pierce, and now it's out for the internet to see. In this Instagram video, you'll see Paul Pierce pretty much partying it up with some exotic dancers, and I think it's within his rights to party with exotic dancers. I just think when you happen to work for ESPN, which is owned by Disney, which happens to be the biggest evil media monopoly / empire of the entire planet, then you may want to abstain from going live on social media and showing yourself partying with exotic dancers. That's just my advice to potentially not get fired. So the result of this video that Paul Pierce posted is that ESPN and NBA legend have parted ways, according to sources. Pierce posted videos of himself with exotic dancers on Instagram Live Friday night. Pierce has played a key role on NBA Countdown, plus other ESPN basketball programming. ESPN declined to comment. Now, I did have a source that reached out to me, and this is really weird. She reached out to me to try to get the entire video, but when I asked her what actually happened, all she had to say about the situation is it wasn't Paul Pierce going to a strip club and bringing some of the dancers back. It was apparently much more wholesome than that. When I asked her what happened from there, she didn't necessarily respond. I find it interesting that Paul Pierce got fired for having half-naked women in his Instagram Live, but at the same time, ESPN releases a swimsuit issue every single year, which is pretty much women dressed up in a very similar manner, but I guess branded differently. But what's very interesting about all of this, more than anything else, is Paul Pierce's response to the whole thing. You see, like, if you looked at his video, his IG Live from Saturday, and you compare it to his response, it's kind of frightening because he seems out of it. He doesn't seem sober in both of them. And just look at the way he talks. He has sunglasses in his apology. It just seems like he's kind of maybe going on a bender. I don't really want to be melodramatic, but it's just interesting because this is a complete 180 from his personality. And I don't know why he would decide to present himself and brand himself in front of social media this way. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.